Welcome to Bruno Travel Channel. I'm Mario. Follow Mom and I as we travel Japan. Like and subscribe. Today, you guessed it, we grab a bite at our favorite sushi place, Kura Sushi. Check out some of our older episodes for a little review on Kura Sushi. It's fast, affordable, and very convenient. Now this is new, beef sushi. Kinda interesting, and has wasabi on top. Very delicious. Welcome to Osaka. Today we go to a city very near Kyoto called Nara. The city of Nara is not just important, but actually older than Kyoto, and a strong link to the ancient world. A city of great importance spiritually, and a fantastic place for peace and nature. A smaller city than Kyoto, at about 350,000 population. Looks like Mom made some friends. This is Nara Park, a place considered sacred by many. A story tells us a sacred deity rode to the area on a deer. It's such a peaceful and innocent animal, I'd consider them sacred anyways. They sell specific crackers for about 200 yen. Be warned, some deer are very big and can be aggressive. The best advice is to let the food go. Most are very mannered and bow for a cracker. Some do to cross streets also. Pretty impressive. Nara Park is very big, so be ready for some walking. Also, bring some comfortable shoes you don't mind getting some poop on. Nara is known for having 8 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and it is visited by more than 9 million people a year. I can't blame them. While spring can be a little chilly, I can imagine this area on a bright sunny day. It's such a beautiful city and home to an amazing site called by many Nara Temple, but officially Todai-ji Temple. This little guy loves the camera. I made sure to reward him, but sure enough, the bigger guys smelled food in the area. Looks like they were a little extra hungry. I do remember cleaning goop off my camera bag. I can tell the deer live a good life. Not only do tourists feed them, they also have regular meals, and are cared for physically from local authorities. Always be gentle with them, and watch out for deer if you're driving. Nara Park is great among kids and students. The train ride here was about 30 minutes away on the Kintetsu-Nara line. There's also a bus ride for about 10 minutes. I do have to say, train stops at Nara are a little on the lighter side, so be aware of that and the timing. Also look out for the limited or express trains with seat sales. These trains do so for tourism purposes, as they have seating that is a little more sightseeing friendly versus the commuter trains that go face to face. Okay, that's plenty of deer for today. As we move forward, we pass one of the major gates at Nara Park and start heading over to the Todai-ji temple entrance. A little more walking, but the gorgeous views are worth it. Todai-ji is not only beautiful, but also home to one of the biggest Buddhas in Japan. The temple is enormous, and it represents the official acceptance of Buddhism in Japan. Built around 745 AD, it was commissioned by Emperor Shomu to house the great Buddha of Nara, or better known as the Nara Daibutsu. Made out of copper, its size is amazing. The great Buddha represents the primordial Buddha of the universe. Japan has two major religions, Shinto and Buddhism, which is taught to be brought to Japan around 500 AD, and originally spiritual teachings from India, mostly thought to have come along the Silk Road at the time. A man recognized as Sakyamuni is known to be the first teacher in Japan. Out of respect, avoid filming the Buddha head-on. Off to the side is permissible, as this is still a place of worship. Here they did have attendants to remind you, and signage. Completely understandable, and you'll see quite a bit similar throughout Japan's temples. Definitely a magical place, filled with mystery. Here we see from afar a man that tried crawling under one of the main pillars. It can be a little tight on the shoulders, but said to bring good health to the one passing. Todai-ji Temple is very impressive and a great experience. Heading out, while traveling at times, people get so caught up filming, they might miss a step or two. But I think we were just having fun. As we progress, we find more gardens and sakura as well. One area I haven't mentioned is bamboo. While there's many famous parks, I wouldn't worry too much. Bamboo parks are pretty common and found easily across many sites in Kyoto. Some of the more famous ones are probably very crowded, and I'd rather avoid. We leave Nara, grab a bite, and keep going for a little browsing to some of our favorite shops. For Nara being a smaller city, it's fully equipped with its very own Don Quixote. Don Quixote is a famous store in Japan where you can find great deals on souvenirs and general goods. Nara also has 2 stores famous for video games and collectibles, called Hard Off. Depending on location, prices can vary greatly. One thing I didn't mention prior, stores are always short on space. Even the bigger ones that look spacious, the mentality in Japan is to always sell the bigger items faster and cheaper. So if you see any box set, special edition, or large size Mario figure, I'd go for it. Mario rocks! Just kidding, I like Sonic. The next day, we keep going to Kyoto. I love Osaka, but then again, after a bit, it's a big modern city, which is nice, but think we gravitated more towards the traditional. Kyoto is very big and has excellent bus service, at times with added buses to handle the tourist load. Authorities are very in tune with volume and try their best to accommodate. One phenomenon I see here is how everyone pretty much gravitates to the world-famous sites and places we see on social media. If you have the time, I encourage to explore modern Kyoto as well. A fun fact is the company Nintendo. For the longest time, I had no idea, but its headquarters are in Kyoto. And up to date now, they have recently opened a museum. There's also a lot of traditional Kyoto that goes unexplored as well. And think more can be done to lure foreigners in those directions. Crowd conditions can be very dire, and people flow out to some very central and busy streets at times. Still, I see enormous value in Kyoto as a whole, and can't wait to cover much more. Welcome to Kinkaku-ji, the world-famous Golden Pavilion. A Buddhist temple, this one is very popular. Said to house the artifacts from Buddha, this gorgeous temple was once property of a family, and then under the control of a ruling clan, to then later fall in disrepair and caught the eye of an emperor, which remodeled the property as his private residence, calling it to be in heaven on earth. After the emperor died, his wish was that it be restored as a temple once again. A gorgeous place and a national treasure. There are tours available for the inside, with a statue of Kanon said to be on the 1st floor, and precious relics on the 3rd floor. A gorgeous temple and one of the most meticulous gardens kept till today. After the temple, we were very hungry, and you guessed it, on the hunt for another kura sushi. We got off the bus too early and walked for a bit, but finally made it. This kura was very nice and spacious, very new. Can't go wrong with tuna, and the yellowtail was amazing. You know the drill, lots of great food and amazing prices. I think we're a little addicted to kura sushi. Thank you for watching, hope you liked the variety, and stay tuned for more of Japan. Like and subscribe.